Is there a difference between, or which one's worse to you, a guy who's physically cheating on you or a guy who's emotionally cheating on you?
Both.
Choose one though.
Physically worse for sure.
No, emotionally.
I believe emotionally because there's things and vulnerabilities that you would tell her that you wouldn't tell me simply because you're attached to her in a certain life. You can a million hoes and not give a leave them. But if you're emotionally attached to her, you have a connection to her. She's not going anywhere.
Yeah, because men are different. They're not emotionally wired. So if you emotionally attached to a
exactly, that's a problem.
That's a problem. What do you think?
We was talking about this earlier. So like she said, if he go her, he could be done with her, not speak to her again. But for you to have this whole conversation with her, and I don't know what all you told her, you finna go back home and be thinking about this all day. So no, don't give her your attention. Yeah, that's a lot. Are
you gonna change your mind, or you still think physical?
No, I still say the same. You had the nerve to go and mess with this girl. Like, you gonna be messed up. So I'm gonna go cheat. You cheat, I'm cheating. That's just what it is. Like,
tit for tat.
And that's gonna hurt you more because you think I'm not gonna do it, and you know I'm for you, but you could go do it, and then you do it. And
who's usually for the most part, like, we're gonna say like a guy who's a badass guy. We're not gonna talk about like losers here, but a guy who like has options, like the guys that y'all want, like the guys that are attractive or have money and stuff like that. Who's winning if you go? Like, say he does cheat, or say he just goes and another. He's not having an affair. He just another girl and he comes back to you. Who's winning if you go and cheat and mess up the marriage and like ruin everything? Like who's gonna basically in 5 years? Whose life is better, yours or his?
My life is gonna be better because I'm not gonna really care what he got going on. If we split up, that's cool. Like, I'm not gonna see him.
Women always look worse sleeping around. The higher your body count gets, the worse it is for you. Like, everybody else is gonna judge you for it. Okay. Men, it's not the same. So like, whenever you. But it doesn't matter though, because you can't compare the two because we're not the same. Like, there's a lot of double standards in today's society, and I don't complain when I can't skip the line at the club. I don't complain whenever I go to Miami and I can't get on a yacht at 18. I don't complain about none of that stuff. And you complaining about a guy that's able to, cheat and not have as bad as repercussions as a woman, dude, I'm sorry. Double standards suck. Like, I really don't like the ones that aren't in my favor either, but I have to put up with it.
Like, if you're my man, like, we're married, and that's what you decide to do, then that's on you. So, but if we're just talking, I don't care what you're doing because you're not my man.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about marriage, and marriage is an even bigger deal because if you've been together for 10 years, y'all got a family and stuff like that, and then to destroy all of that. Yeah, I agree that he's bad for doing that. But like I said, the reason why I asked the emotional and the physical thing is because clearly there's a huge difference between the two for men and women. Men really give a about physical cheating. We really care about physical cheating because we couldn't tell if the baby was ours until 50 years ago. We literally could not do a test to see if a baby was ours in you until 50, 60 years ago. So for thousands of years, I was really crazy about mate guarding and making sure that pussy's mine and no other guys touching this because that's how I knew that was my kids that I'm taking care of for the next 20 years. Y'all don't, and so y'all are more scared about if the guy runs off and he loses and you lose his resources, your time invested. If you invested 5-10 years with this guy and he goes and has an affair with another woman and then he goes and builds a family with another woman, you just lost 10 years of your youth and your family that you built with him and everything. So that's why like a lot of them answered emotional, because at the end of the day, the emotional cheating is way worse than the physical cheating on the guy's side. Way worse. And it's the opposite for men. If you went and cheated, say we got married, and the first year of marriage, you go and cheat with another guy and you get pregnant by him. I could raise that kid for 18 years and never find out until I do a DNA ancestry test. And we're like, oh, damn, why are you Scottish and I'm Asian? This doesn't make sense, Yeah, what's up?
Okay, so let me bring this up. So I feel like men will never be able to go through what women could go through. They will never be able to stick beside a woman if she cheats and
it's a double standard.
If she had a baby with another man, he would never want to stay with her. But they expect us to do that. They expect us to stay with them, and they expect us to raise that kid, or they expect us to stick around. Like,
yeah, because it's a double standard, and it's all based off of evolutionary psychology. Like, if we really, really dig deep and we peel the layers back, we can figure out exactly why men do this, women do this. And I want you to understand, I'm never condoning anything. I'm always saying what is and not what should. Like, I'm not saying what it should be or what we should do. I'm just wanting y'all to know what is the truth of the world, which is, yeah, men do like to sleep around. Yeah, women, it does look bad if y'all sleep around, and it's because of this, this, and this. I just want you to understand, because you have a very vengeful like mindset about like the whole sex thing. Girl, you win every time when they do that and you just walk away. Like, I'm telling you, you win every time. Like, you're hurting yourself with a vengeful mentality of, oh, he did this, I'm gonna go get my lick back and do the same thing. Don't get me wrong, I agree with you. It's gonna if he's a oh, it's gonna hurt him so bad when you go and do that, because I know y'all know what I'm talking about, like those guys that are made, and you and as soon as he does it, you go and do it back, and he's crying, you know, and all that. I know it. I know that feels good and stuff, but I'm telling you, if you're 9 times out of 10, you're hurting yourself more, because like it depends what level the guy's at. Like I said, if he's a something, I understand it, but at the same time, like, you look goofy though going back to that guy and bragging about, like, if that's truly how you feel, and you're like, you know what, this guy isn't a safe bet anymore, he's a cheater, I'm gonna go find a better guy, and you go find a better dude, you look goofy going back to this dork over here. You know what I'm saying? And even telling him, you know, that you went into, like, that guy, he's a loser. Why does he matter at all? That's the only thing that I would say. Like, be careful with that mentality, because it's not going to help you.